What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kendall. Hope you guys are having a great day out there. But for today, I'm actually back with some more Dire Straits. I really liked what I heard with Romeo and Juliet. If you want to go check that reaction out, but my husband actually recommended the song to me, so this is another first time listen for me. But I'm going to be reacting to their song "Money for Nothing." And I just want to go ahead and get right into it. Dire Straits, "Money for Nothing." Here we go. This is interesting animation. Oh, going into the TV, alright. Okay. Oh, those are cool. Those are cool effects.
Look at them yo-yos, that's the way you do it. You play the guitar on the MTV. That ain't working, that's the way you do it. Money for nothing and your chicks for free. Now that ain't working, that's the way you do it. Let me tell you, damn guys ain't dumb. Maybe get a blister on your little finger. Maybe get a blister on your thumb. We got to install microwave ovens, custom kitchen deliveries. We got to move these refrigerators. We got to move these color TVs. To the little faggot with the earring and the makeup. Yeah, buddy, that's his own hair. The little faggot got his own jet airplane. The little faggot, he's a millionaire. We got to install microwave ovens, custom kitchen deliveries. We got to move these refrigerators. We got to move these color TVs. Move on.
Alright. All right. So right away, I just have to point out, this is definitely different from Romeo and Juliet. Like the sound and everything is, I mean, it's so different. But I love the sound. I love the beat to it. I love just, I mean, so far I'm just loving everything about it. The computer graphic effects definitely didn't age well, but I mean, this was the 80s, so I'll definitely give it a pass on that. But I, prior to starting this channel, I had heard of Romeo and Juliet, but I hadn't really listened to it. I just knew of the name, but I mean, I didn't know any of their other material, and I wanted really to check it out because I liked what I heard with Romeo and Juliet, and so I I really wanted to figure out like what the meaning behind the song was about, and it's basically told from the perspective of like a factory worker who is like very envious, who very envious of like when watching musicians on MTV, just being envious of like, like, oh, it looks so cool, and my job is so boring, and but I feel like that's with any job really, and even musicians get get tired and get bored, because you're doing the same thing over and over again. It's they and they'll even musicians will and even actors, whoever in the entertainment industry. I mean, they'll tell you it's not all glitz and glamour. Like, I know it looks, good on, like, looks great on TV, and when in pictures and whatever you see, but it's not as great as a lot of people think it would be. And I think really that's the problem with, when you see some of that and you're like, oh, that looks so cool. They probably have a glamorous life. And it's like, nah, dude, like, I mean, yeah, this is a great profession, but it's also just a job. I mean, they'll even tell you it's just a job. Like, it pays my bills, it feeds my family, and whatever, it needs to be done to provide. But I feel like, that's a normal, like, envy. I feel like that's a normal feeling. I mean, at some point in our lives, we all get jealous, we all get envious, and that's a normal feeling, but you just don't want it to let it consume you, because when it consumes you, it turns into a really terrible thing, and you don't want that. But yeah, I want to go back into this, because so far I'm digging this.
I should have learned to play the guitar. I should have learned to play them drums. Look at that mama, she got it sticking in the cameraman. And we could have some. And he's up there. What's that? Hawaiian noises. He's banging on the bongos like a chimpanzee. Oh, that ain't working. That's the way you do it. Get your money for nothing, get your chicks for free. We got to install microwave oven, custom kitchen delivery. We got to move these refrigerators. We got to move these color TVs. Listen here, now, that ain't working. That's the way you do it. You play the guitar on your MTV. That ain't working. That's the way you do it. Money for nothing and your chicks for free. Money for nothing and the chicks for free. Get your money for nothing and the chicks for free. Look at that, look at that. Money for nothing and the chicks for free. Money for
All right. That was another great one by Dire Straits. I mean, I seriously, like I said, I seriously can't wait to get into more of their material, because I mean, this is only the second song I've listened to, but if those two songs are as great as the rest of their catalog, then I know it's going to be great. But yeah, it was really interesting how it started, because it kind of had that, like, that slow sound to it. It was kind of a mislead. I mean, in my opinion, it was kind of a mislead, because I was thinking, oh, maybe it's gonna have like the same, like, kind of not the same sound as Romeo and Juliet, but like kind of the same, like, I'm trying to figure out the words, but it's like has that slower tone to it. But then once it got into the song, I'm like, oh, okay, this is definitely different. And yeah, that was a great one. I love the sound, and I mean, I I, I thought the meaning behind the song was kind of interesting, of a delivery worker just being envious of, seeing musicians on MTV, and being like, oh, that looks so good, cool, and I wish I'd learned to do that. you're doing just fine. Like, it's like I said, even musicians will tell you it's not as glamorous as it looks. I mean, sure, it looks cool because we get to play music for a living, but you're constantly traveling, you're constantly on the road, you're away from your family, you're away from your friends, and you feel lonely. And uh, but I mean, I definitely, like I said, I definitely thought it had a great sound to it. I mean, like I said, if those two songs were just, I mean, just as good, I already know that the rest of their catalog is going to be really great too. I can't wait to get into more. But what do you guys think? What's your favorite Dire Straits song? What other songs of theirs would you like to see me react to? Or there's some other songs by some other artists that you would like to see me react to. But if you liked what you saw in here and you want to see more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like and share, comment below. That way you will get notified when I drop new videos, and it will also too just really help me keep the channel growing, keep it out there. I really want to see where it goes. I really enjoy doing this. And if you liked what you saw with this video, hopefully you'll check out some of my other content that I have on here. I've reacted to a lot of really cool songs on here. But until then, stay safe. Have a great day.